are mighty fine spielers, but they don't compare to the beautiful dealers on Cut Sharks. And here's the host of Cut Sharks, Jim Perry.
Thank you, Jeff. Hello there. Welcome to Cut Sharks. Nice to have you here with us. Thank you for joining us at home. Hello there, Gene Wood. Good group. And a nice opening poem from Genevieve Klein of Tucson, Arizona, watching us on KVOA Channel 4. Thank you, Genevieve. And now the beautiful dealers, Janice and Lois, are going to deal out the cards. And let's get to them. Come on, girls. Here come our card sharks. Kristen Engel, our champion. Hi, Kristen. Nice to see you again.
Thank you.
And won't you again tell us about yourself?
I'd be happy to. My name is Kristen Engel, and I reside in Irvine, California with my 12-year-old daughter. And I am blissfully unmarried. And also I work for a major pharmaceutical firm as a medical sales representative. And in my spare time, I enjoy snow skiing, playing backgammon, racquetball, coaching girls soccer. And recently I've taken up whitewater rafting.
Blissfully single.
Yes.
Does that mean if the handsomest guy in the world came in here and said, marry me, you'd want to remain single?
Yes.
Really? That's definitely blissful. And you are an excellent player here.
Thank
Kristen
you.
won one match, and in that one match, she won $5,050 in cash. Good player. We're meeting our challenger for the first time, Marty Lindstrom. Hi, Marty. Nice to meet you.
How you doing?
I'm fine. Won't you tell us about you?
Well, my name is Marty Lindstrom, and I'm originally from the west side of Chicago. I now live down in San Diego on the ocean. I'm a regional sales manager for an insurance company, and I'm in charge of hiring and firing.
Oh. Is it easier or harder to fire someone than to hire them?
Well, it all depends on the individual. Every once in a while, you find that one guy that it's heaven to get rid of him.
Ah, you can enjoy that,
Yes.
huh? Nice to have you here with us, Marty. You both cut the cards?
Yes, we
Yes.
And here we go. We start the best 2 out of 3 with a question to the champion. Kristen?
Yes.
We found 100 married women who eloped. And we asked them, when you eloped, did you really use a ladder to get out of your bedroom window? You've all heard those stories. How many women who eloped used a ladder to get out of the bedroom window?
Well, I think that is true what you say. It is more of a story. I think it happened maybe a lot more frequently a long time ago than it does anymore. I'd say that might be relatively low as, 28.
Kristen says 28 out of 100 used the ladder when they eloped. What do you think, Marty?
I think that's still an old-fashioned to go out your window down the ladder with your boyfriend. It's probably much more planned out, so it's going to be lower.
You say lower. If it is lower, Marty, you'll play your cards. If not, Kristen plays hers. The actual number of women who eloped to use the ladder to get out of the bedroom window is 0. None of them. Not a one. I guess it is more of a story. And Marty, the challenger, starts off the match with a 5.
Change it.
You win the question. You have the right to change it. A jack.
Lower. Go
Lower than a jack. Oh, no, an ace is not lower. Kristen, right away, you get a free chance to play a 7.
Oh. Higher.
Higher than a 7. No, it's not. Janice will fill in the spaces with the next cards off the top of your deck. That's right, I remember with the last show, Kristen, you stare at them for a moment before you make that decision. Marty, here's your first question. Marty, we asked 100 people, if your local TV station showed a film of a baby being born as part of the evening news, would you be offended? How many people would be offended to see a baby being born on the evening news?
Well, I'm a bit of a TV freak. I watch it about 20 hours a day, and I know that I have seen that.
Have trouble sleeping, Marty? Or
well, a little bit of both. What happens is it came on, and I know I was offended, but by the end of the program, it made sense. So I would say that's going to be a low number of the people that are going to be offended. I'd say maybe about 24.
24 out of 100 would be offended if they had a baby being born on the news.
Well, I know subjects like that have been done on TV and at certain hours, and the stations usually suggest that if you would be offended to not watch it. So I think it would be even lower than that.
Even lower than that?
Yes.
Interesting. The actual number of people who would be offended to see a baby being born on the evening news is 12. It is lower. You're right, Kristen. It is lower. That's 12. And you have a 7.
Change it, please.
Didn't take her long to make that decision. Getting rid of that middle card with a king.
Okay, all righty.
Lower than the king, a 4.
Okay, higher.
Higher than a 4, a 10. 3. Talking about freezing, if we had frozen your face with that look with your tongue out, Kristen. The question goes to you, Kristen. Kristen, we asked 100 Mississippi State Troopers, do you sleep with a gun under your pillow? How many Mississippi State Troopers said yes, they do?
Well, I recently went to a seminar that was put on by the local police for home protection, and almost all of the policemen indicated to me that they themselves keep guns in their home for protection. I would say that
How many sleep with a gun under their pillow?
Oh, under their pillow. Whoa. 29.
29 out of 100 sleep with a gun under their pillow, Marty.
I know quite a few policemen, and they do everything with their gun. It is on them 24 hours a day, so I'm going to say that it's going to be under their pillow a lot more than that.
Higher than that. Boy. 29 and higher. We're kind of up in the stratosphere with this one. Let's find out. The actual number of Mississippi State Troopers who sleep with a gun under their pillow is 4. That's all, just 4. 4 Mississippi State Troopers who... I wonder if they still believe in the pistol fairy. Kristen, you've got a 10.
Change it,
You
please.
want to get rid of the 10? What if it's under the pillow? Remember the tooth fairy? Never mind. The 10 oh, an 8.
Oh, boo-hoo. Lower.
Lower than an 8. She's right with a 5.
Higher.
For the first game of the match, higher. It is higher. Well, she makes the right decisions, and it's game 1 of the champion with $100. We'll be right back with game 2 right after this. And it's game 1 of the champion. Janice, in her quiet fuchsia dress, will deal out the same 2 decks of cards with the next cards off the top of the deck. And, Marty, you need this game.
Definitely.
And the question to you, Marty. We asked 100 psychiatrists, generally speaking, is it normal for 2 people in love to occasionally feel like they hate each other? How many psychiatrists said, yeah, it's normal for 2 people in love to occasionally feel like they hate each other?
Well, psychiatrists, they really look into a person's head a lot, so they're going to want people to get their emotions really out. So I think they would feel that people should hate each other every once in a while to get it out of their system. So it's going to be a high number, say about, 61.
61 out of 100 say if you love someone, you could still occasionally hate them. That's what the
I'm going
psychiatrists
to have to
feel.
go against the audience and say I think it's even higher, because I've talked to many psychiatrists, and they have said that you definitely, to have any feelings at all with somebody, you can go to the extreme, and they suggest that a lot. So I'm going to say I think they would think even higher.
So you say even more.
Higher. More.
It's interesting. You're not only saying that it's possible to hate, but you're both saying that in many ways you should, which I find fascinating with your thinking. Marty says 61. Kristen says higher. The actual number of psychiatrists who said it is normal for 2 people in love to occasionally feel like they hate each other is 97. Almost everyone. Wow. I guess it's the opposite side of the coin. And Kristen, you have a 10.
Oh, I'm going to change that.
Chasing the 10 to a 6.
Ooh. Ooh. Higher.
Higher than a 6. A jack.
Okay, more
Lower than a jack. A 9.
3.
I keep looking. Kristen, you have a look for all seasons. Every card's got a different look. Question goes to you, Kristen. We asked 100 bachelors right now on a scale of cleanliness of 1 to 10, with the 10 being spotless, is your house below a 5? How many bachelors said their house is so dirty it would rate below a 5? Bachelors.
Well, I know quite a few bachelors, and most of them, along with liking to cook and that type of thing, they keep their homes very neat, or at least the ones I do. So I would have to say they're...
But how many are below a 5?
Oh, below a 5.
Below a 5.
I'd say 41.
41 out of
Said they were
100
below.
say their house is in effect below average in staying clean.
Well, I'm still a bachelor myself. I'm still happy, and there's every once in a while, there's nothing to do but keep the place clean. So I think it's going to be even higher than the 41.
And now, how many say it's so dirty? You say lower, all right? Lower. Nothing else to do, so you clean out.
There you go.
Those other 4 hours when you're not watching TV, right? Kristen says 41, and Marty says lower. The actual number of bachelors who said their house is so dirty it would rate below a 5 is 25. Marty's right. It is lower. And Marty, as your base card, you've got a 2.
Higher.
Higher than a 2, a 9.
Freeze.
Good idea.
And you were happy you got that middle card, huh, Kristen?
Sure.
Question to you, Marty. Marty, we asked 100 women. Have you ever seen the inside of a men's room? How many women have seen the inside of a men's room?
Well, it's either by mistake or curiosity, or maybe they've got a little boy they have to bring in there. I would say that quite a few women have seen the inside, and 66.
66. Kristen?
Oh, I have to say higher than that because I know I have, and I know I have.
So you say
and
higher.
So I say it's higher.
This is just in the interest of sociological research, friends, that we ask this question. 66 says Marty, higher says Kristen. The actual number of women who've seen the inside of a men's room is 91. It's higher. Yeah, almost all of them again. Kristen, you've got a 9.
Oh, I don't have it anymore because I want to change it.
And it's changed to a 3.
Okay, good.
Higher than a 3. A 6.
Please.
We move over the freeze bar, setting up sudden death. Someone has to win it with this play of the cards. Kristen, we asked 100 married women, have you ever broken off a friendship with a woman because she was getting too friendly with your husband? How many women have broken off a friendship because the woman was getting too friendly with her husband?
Well, personally speaking, it wouldn't have bothered me at all when I was married. But
I remember what you said about him on the last show, yes.
I'm sure that it would bother a lot of women. But women, if they were very good friends, women's friendships sometimes can be very strong, and something would be hard to break it. So I would say 30.
30.
Would have.
What was the term you used for your ex-husband? What was it? The last show what was it?
Yahoo.
A yahoo, yes. I remember. A yahoo. Marty, she said that 30 out of 100 women have broken off a friendship because the woman was getting too friendly with her husband. Higher or lower?
Well, if they're really good friends, I doubt if the woman is going to become involved with her husband, so I think it's going to be lower.
Lower than that. This will decide control and sudden death. The actual number of women who've broken off a friendship because the woman was getting too friendly with her husband is 11. Marty is right. It is lower. You've got control, Marty. But you've got a bit of a problem. It is sudden death. You've got a 9. You could, of course, change it and try to turn over 3 cards. Kristen with a 6 cannot change it. She needs 1. Play it or pass it, Marty.
Take it away.
All right, Kristen. Call it right. You go for the big money. Call it wrong. We have a tie. With a 6, what do you say?
Higher.
Higher than a 6. No, it's not. And Marty ties it up in sudden death. Wow. I thought you were kind of taking a chance. She had a little room to maneuver there with the 6. So it is 1 game each, $100 each, and here comes the tiebreaker with 3 cards up there, 3 questions here. Good match. Question to you, Marty. Marty, we found 100 men who are top business executives. These are the heads of some of the country's largest corporations. And we asked them, who really runs things in your office, you or your secretary? How many business executives admitted their secretary runs things in their office?
Well, that's kind of strange because you're dealing with the male ego there, and I don't know if he's going to really admit, even though his secretary is running it, that she's running it. So I'm going to say that that's a low number of men that will admit the secretary. 27.
27 out of 100 say their secretaries run the office, Kristen.
I disagree. I think that they would admit, a higher amount would admit that the secretaries did, because most successful businessmen know that they didn't do it all themselves, and they are willing to give credit where credit is due. So I feel that a higher number.
You say higher?
That. Yes, I do.
And, of course, also going along with that, it's possible that they feel they're running other things, let the secretary run the office. So it'll be interesting to see how that comes out. 27 for Marty, higher for Kristen. The actual number of business executives who admitted their secretary runs things in the office is 16, not higher. Marty was right. It was lower. And Marty starts off the tiebreaker with a 6.
Change that.
Big change with only 3 cards. A king.
Lower.
Lower than a king. A 3.
Higher.
We have a new champion. If it's higher, you do. Marty wins it. And Kristen, we have to say goodbye, but boy, you've done well. $5,150 in cash. Thanks for being here. Okay, Kristen. Marty, come on down here. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Great job by our new champion. I hope he's going to top it off with some big money right after we take time out for this. And we're back with our new champion, Marty Lindstrom. I hope you gave the money cards a good cut.
Definitely.
Let's get to them. Come on up here, Marty. Hop up and let's do it. Janice and Lois, if you will, start dealing them out as we give Marty $200 of new money and 3 cards on the bottom line to bet as he will. Up to the second level, another $200 of betting money and 3 more cards. And remember, your minimum bet's $50 until you get to the top card, the big bet, where you must risk at least half the money. Good luck, Marty. And here's $200. And, of course, as always, a choice of base cards on each level if you need it. Thank you, Lois. $200. Marty starts with a 6.
Change it.
You've seen a lot of 6s. Let's see if we can make a good change here. It becomes, 7.
$50 higher.
Minimum bet. $50 that this card is higher than a 7. No. Down to 150 with a 5.
$50 higher.
150 higher than a 5. Still around the middle, you're back to 200.
$50 higher.
Got to be some good cards in this deck. $50 higher.
Oh, that's all right.
That's the first good card you've
right.
seen, and we're going to move it up and give you another 200. You have 350 and a 3.
Okay. All of it higher.
All of it, $350 higher. Yes, with a 4.
All of it higher.
Again, all of it. Ooh, taking a chance for $1,400 or nothing. Higher. Yes.
Alrighty. $100 lower.
100. Lower than a jack. It is.
Alrighty.
$1,500 as we got. I believe it's $1,500, is it not? Yes, okay, we'll correct. There you go. Somebody was taking it away from you, Marty. We're going to move the 7 up, and most important, you don't have to play it.
Change it. Change it.
You deserve a good card. And for the big bet, Marty will play an ace.
All of it lower.
For $3,000. Lower. It is. Oh, that's terrific. You started off with some bad cards and finished up like a house of fire.
Came back.
Not too bad at all, Marty. Way to go. And ace came up at a beautiful time. $3,200 in the game. That's $3,200, and that's not too shabby. Marty Lindstrom meets a new challenger right after we take time out for this commercial break. Back with our champion, Marty Lindstrom. Good job there, Marty.
Thank you.
You were saying about being nervous. You said, gee, I didn't even notice the cameras at all.
Forgot all about them.
Well, you got real money you're betting up there. Who's going to notice cameras? All right, Marty. Janice is dealing out 2 brand new decks of cards, and here comes a new challenger on Card Charge. Face Bites. Hello, Faye. Nice to meet you.
You too.
And won't you tell us something about yourself?
Hi, I'm Face Bites. I'm originally from a small town called Oakville, Mississippi. I now live in Gardena, California. I'm a marketing staff specialist for one of the telephone companies. I love snow skiing, I love sports, and I just love life.
Good. That's nice. It's nice to love life. Where's Oakville, Mississippi? I'm not familiar with that.
It's about 60 miles south of Jackson.
Oh, yeah, I used to live in Biloxi, Mississippi.
Oh, yeah, it's
it was
between
one of my
Jackson and
favorite
Biloxi.
towns in the whole world.
Oh,
See?
well, you got to go to Oakville one of these days,
I
okay?
know, and that's the garden spot of Mississippi. Right? Happy to have you here, Faye. You got the card?
Yes, I did.
And here we go. Starting the best 2 out of 3 with a question to Marty. Marty, we asked 100 single women. Have you ever said yes to a man just because you were afraid you'd lose him if you said no? How many Somebody giggled. It's a serious question. Don't giggle. How many single women admitted they said yes to a man because they were afraid they'd lose him?
Well, I think if a woman really deep down wants to keep the guy, she'll do anything to keep him. So I think that's going to be a high number, 69.
69 out of 100 said yes, so they wouldn't lose him.
We're much more liberated these days. We don't have to depend on men. You know, there are a million of them out there, so why should we have to go for one? You know, it's going to be lower.
You say lower.
Yeah.
A lot of agreement with some very feminine voices out there saying, yeah, lower. The actual number of single women who admitted they said yes to a man just because they were afraid they'd lose him is 17. It's much lower. Okay, you're right. And the challenger, she starts with an ace. Lower than the ace, the 6.
Freeze.
And she doesn't want to give Marty a crack at the cards. So, Faye, the question to you very quickly now. We asked 100 pediatricians. Do American kids watch too much television? How many pediatricians said American kids do watch too much television?
Well, lately there's been a lot of emphasis on what kids watch on TV and how much TV kids watch. And,
how many?
To me, it's been a consensus. Seems to be a consensus that they watch a lot of TV, too much TV. So I'm going to say about 75.
75. Higher or lower, Marty?
The studies now show that kids are watching too much TV, but I don't know if it's going to be that high because of the educational coming out on TV. Lower.
So you say lower. The actual number of pediatricians who said American kids watch too much television is 99. Almost every one of them. Faye, you've got a 6.
Change that card.
And the 6 becomes a 10.
Lower.
Lower than a 10. Oh, no, the jack is not lower. And Marty gets a free chance at an ace as well. Lower than the ace, a 10.
Freeze.
And as we move over the freeze bar, we have a tie. We'll be right back with these nice people after this.
The studio audience will receive Leonard Silver's 5-piece tea and coffee set and heavy silver plate. Includes tray and coffee and teapot, sugar and creamer, all furnished by the Leonard Silver Manufacturing Company. And some of our contestants will receive Z-Brick brand facing brick. Add character and charm to your walls and create a beautiful new living environment. Z-Brick, the last word in wall covering. And a serving tray, and spice up your life with delicious Lipton flavored teas and tea bags. Try orange and spice, cinnamon, and a variety of other exciting flavors. And an assortment of Daisy home products, including the Seal Meal, the Donut Maker 4, and the new Power Scrubber, all furnished by Daisy. This is Gene Wood speaking for Card Sharks, a Mark Goodson-Bill Todman production.